Top it off, ComSport has introduced a new line of trophies for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the financial complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. With your home, the extract and the hard they go twin. Village Ram is for woman, Village Ram is for man. With that blend of vitamins to make you strong. But Village Rum is not for lambs. No. For that energy boost drink, Village Rum gives you stamina, Village Rum.
Village Rum, not for lambs.
Enjoy KFC's finger-licking good chicken every day with freshly made breakfast served from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. as low as $5.05. Also, take advantage of our daily value menu deals starting at $5.05 and family feast meal deals for the entire family. Don't miss out on our crazy daily promotions. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at KFC St. Vincent to keep in the know. Can't make it to our restaurant? Call us for delivery. Kingstown 485-6555, Arnosville 456-4122. KFC, it's finger licking good.
EC Polymer Notes, cleaner, safer, stronger. Cleaner. EC Polymer Notes are cleaner and more hygienic because they're resistant to dirt, moisture, water, and other liquids. Safer. EC Polymer Notes have advanced security features which make them more difficult to counterfeit. Stronger. Polymer Notes last at least 3 times longer than paper notes.
EC Polymer Notes, cleaner, safer, stronger.
All your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Ban Geku, we are safe and sound. At Geku, we put in pay to poverty. You got to join the Geku philosophy. Save until it hurts and you will surely see. Geku will always be there for you and me. So don't spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Everybody knows we #1. So let we join Geku today. Let we join Geku. I say, the time is now, people. Oh yeah, Geku will help you in every way. I'm going to Geku.
Me too.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Vertis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Vertis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Well, we are back here at the Arnosville Sporting Complex, and we are going to bring you live coverage of game number 2. This is for this evening, but on our schedule is actually match number 20. Match number 20. On day number 7 of competition here, as we on BDS Nice Radio in connection with ECCB Connect continue to bring you live coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series. It's St. Vincent and the Grenadines against St. Lucia. Now the colors are very, very similar. However, the team that is in whose uniform is predominantly yellow, predominantly yellow with a light blue. That's St. Lucia. They just converted one. And St. Vincent's uniform is predominantly blue, dark blue, and that's the St. Vincent and Grenadines team. So St. Lucia predominantly yellow with a tinge of light blue at the top. St. Lucia predominantly yellow with light blue at the top. St. Vincent and the Grenadines predominantly blue, dark blue is the major colors, the major color that is on the St. Vincent team. So let me just clarify that again. Predominantly yellow
is St. Lucia.
With St. Lucia, yes, with a tinge of light blue at the top, while predominantly blue, dark blue is the uniform for St. Vincent and Grenadines.
Just to make it easy, you see that black little triangle? Well, you know that's always Lucia.
Well, you may not be seeing the back all the time, so that's the thing. But,
but you know what I was surprised about? That quick transition from the last game into this game, and it shows that the organizers are really keeping a tight ship this evening.
Well, St. Lucia 2 and St. Vincent and Grenadines 1 early in this first quarter. Let me give you the lineups very quickly. For St. Lucia, we have Makiba Alcide as the wing defense. Makiba Alcide, wing defense. Lakeisha Felix, the wing attack. Raquel John, the goal defense. Bunde Joseph is the center. Judith Maturin, the goalkeeper. Shem Maxwell, captain, is a goal shooter. And Justin Roxanne Snyder is playing goal attack today. Roxanne Snyder playing goal attack today. She played goal attack from the earlier game today, for the last half of the game today, this morning, and she maintains that position. So we have Alcide for St. Lucia as the wing defense, Felix the wing attack, John goal defense, Joseph the center, Maturin goalkeeper, Maxwell the captain as a goal shooter, and Snyder a goal attack. For St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have Marian Frederick, a goal shooter, Shanique Deschong, wing defense, Narissa Delpesh, center, Shanice Daniel, goal attack, Kiwana Charles, the goalkeeper, Josiane Antoine, goal defense, and Kimisha Antoine, wing defense. We go there again. It's a Fredericks, goal shooter, Deschong, wing defense, Delpesh, center, Daniel, goal attack, Charles, goalkeeper, Josiane Antoine, goal defense, and Kimisha Antoine, wing defense. It's a 4-1, 4-1, St. Lucia leading St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a penalty pass for St. Vincent. It's with Charles. Charles looks and finds Delpesh. Delpesh finding Daniel. Daniel composes herself and finds Deschong. Deschong is in the wing attack position, so there's a change, Justin.
Let's get that again.
There is a change. Deschong is actually playing wing attack, so let's get that sorted. Deschong is wing attack and not wing defense.
Yes, so we...
Actually, I'm being corrected that what we have is correct. Deschong is wing defense and Kimisha Antoine is wing attack.
Okay, great.
Okay, as initially given.
Final match of the international series here in St. Vincent.
Snyder goes up with a shot. She misses. This is St. Lucia on the attack. Collected by Maturin, who is the captain, and she converts. St. Lucia 5, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 2. And I'm going to give you something that's interesting, Justin. The Grenadian team and the Grenadian posse are shouting loudly for St. Lucia.
I'm not surprised.
Wonderful. It's going to be another wonderful atmosphere, Justin.
A win for St. Lucia this evening is going to really mix up the final position.
Well, the final position is already established, Justin. St. Vincent cannot lose the tournament. They have an unassailable 12 points. No other team could get to 12 points. That's because of the game that was played. Was not played.
That was not played.
That was not played. All right? St. Lucia wins this evening. They will join Grenada on 11 points.
Oh, no wonder why.
Okay, they will join Grenada on 11 points. And then what would happen? We have Dominica and Antigua both on 2 points each.
All right.
So right now, St. Vincent 12, Grenada 11, St. Lucia 9, Dominica and Grenada on 2 points each.
Yeah. All right. It's
Going up there was Maxwell, the captain for St. Lucia, scoring goal number 6. St. Lucia 6, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 3. It's St. Lucia on the attack. It's with Felix. Felix finding Maxwell. She's outside the circle, finding Snyder. Snyder looks around, gets it back out to Felix, who attempts, bad pass. It's taken away by, Josie and Antoine. It's now with Daniel. Daniel finds Kimisha, taken away by St. Lucia. Alcide gets it to Felix. Felix to John. John to Snyder. Snyder to Maxwell. Maxwell to John. To Joseph. Joseph gets it in. Well, Joseph is getting it to...
You know, Axel, we're quite happy that the crowd have come back to support the home team and support netball in general. And it's very good for this competition. And I continue to say, CNA and AFNA, hey, we have given you a product and you now take it and move it to the rest of the Caribbean.
Well, I'm gonna put a plug here. Do you remember what Coach Gabriel said last evening about Mark and Frederick? Do you remember what Coach? Good.
Roxanne,
well, I have seen a difference in Maturin already for the St. Lucia team. Marking Frederick, she is positioning differently from what she has done all season. And I tell you, this is about tactical changes.
Hello, Roxelle. So a lot of stuff is out there on the internet. The entire program of this competition is there on Facebook. So they would have done their homework.
And this is what international sport is about. And doing your homework and trying to make differences. And the next time around you make teams.
Correct. And this is what strategizing is about.
Maturin, go ahead.
Sadly to say, persons don't like us to make comments in between, but sometimes you got to do this because I have seen a number of teams, like the Grenadian team, the Antiguan team. There's someone who is there making the notes.
Well,
I have not seen anyone on the St. Vincent bench making notes.
Okay, well, that's what you're supposed to do. This is what international sport is about. This is about advancing your quality of play and improving your quality of play. But since we've been giving those comments, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, as Justin said, we have to do that. St. Lucia is now on 7. St. Vincent has closed the gap. They're on 6. St. Lucia 7, St. Vincent 6. It's with St. Lucia. Bernadette Joseph trying to bounce past that into the circle. It's against St. Vincent. Joseph gets it to Felix. Comes off of St. Vincent and Grenadines. Penalty pass for Felix. Trying to get it to Maturin. Good work by the goal keeper. Well, it's against the goalkeeper actually. My bad there. Maturin gets a penalty pass or shot. She goes up and converts. St. Lucia 8. St. Vincent and the Grenadines 6.
It's a lovely evening here at Arnosville.
Wonderful evening. Cool. And a lovely crowd, a great support, and we've had a wonderful game to start the evening proceedings, and this is also going to be a cracker. Justin, remember,
it will be.
Remember the first round, St. Lucia lost by 3 points, only 3. Okay, it was 42-39 in favor of St. Vincent. St. Lucia on the attack with Snyder, the goal attack. She finds John. John over to Maturin. Maturin is out of the circle. Back to John. John finding Alcide. Alcide that is Snyder. Snyder looks around and she's called for stepping. So here we go. It's St. Vincent and Grenadines with Kimisha Antoine. She finds Deschamps. Deschamps to Daniel. Wonderful pass into Frederick. Goes up. It's short. Coming away with is Maturin. Maturin to that's Joseph. Joseph to Felix. It's against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Really intense start here, Justin. Really intense start to this final game. Match 20. That is John getting it to Joseph. Joseph trying to find Snyder. And playing very good defense all season. I'm saying here. All week has been Josie and Antoine from St. Vincent and Grenadines. But Snyder has gone up and scored number 9 for St. Lucia. St. Lucia 9, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 6. It's against St. Vincent. There is a timeout, and we have the umpire coming. She is talking to Deschamps. She's making Dishon clear of who's in charge and what she expects from the players. And so play continues now. It's with Snyder. Snyder gets a good pass from John, goes up and makes it good. Now, Justin, Snyder, remember, we have been completely impressed with Snyder all season in the wing attack position. Now she looks like she was shooting from the beginning. She's now playing goal attack.
Great. But if we to follow your commentary, she could very well be player of the tournament.
I will give you some ideas in a bit. We'll see how that goes. It's determined by the officials, not by us.
I know.
But guess what? We have our views from seeing the competition all through the week. It's Danielle with a penalty pass or shot. She gets it to Frederick for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who goes up and converts St. Vincent's 7th goal. St. Lucia 10, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 7. Center pass for St. Lucia, picked off by St. Vincent. Coming away with is Danielle. Danielle gets it to Delpech, stolen by Maturin. Wonderful work by Maturin again. It's now with Snyder. Snyder looks around. It's with John. John to Felix. Felix to Alcide. Alcide finds Maxwell. Maxwell to Felix. Felix across to John. That is, Joseph, who is the center, and she gets an inbound pass to Felix, finds Maturin. Maturin back to Felix. Felix looks around. It's against the wing defense for St. Vincent. It's with, Snyder. Snyder looks, and it's going to be a penalty pass, a shot, bounce pass from Maxwell. She gets it to Snyder. Snyder now leaves it for Maturin, who goes up and makes it 11. 11 St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 7.
This is very, very, very good for regional integration. It's so lovely that we have in this sort of contest.
Frederick attempted to keep that in touch. Justin, I must say that the color scheme of the uniforms are a little difficult for the players on court. I can see that the players are actually making a second look before they make that pass.
What we can discern is that St. Lucia has not varied in terms of their kit. That's the problem with St. Lucia, but I think the home team...
it might have been easier for St. Vincent to use a white and plaid.
For the
color differentiation.
At least we do not know what rules...
that's true. But just off of our thought.
Yes, I believe our management team should have gone for the plaid.
Well, if it's not in the hands of the management team, remember you also have a technical meeting where you look at colors and color schemes. So it could have been in the organizer's hands to determine that as well.
I hear you. Home and away, so to speak.
Yes. So it's now with St. Vincent. Delpech rebounds. She gets a pass over to Marianne Frederick, who goes up. She doesn't convert. She's going to be awarded a penalty. Pass or shot. She's going to shoot. She goes up and makes it good. St. Lucia 12, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 8. I want to say, Justin, that St. Vincent...
Roxelle, repeat that score.
St. Lucia 12, St. Vincent 8. St. Lucia 12, St. Vincent 8. It is now with St. Vincent. Penalty shot taken by Frederick. She does not convert. She gets another shot. She goes up this time and makes it good. St. Lucia 12, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 9. St. Lucia 12, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 9. It's with Bernadette Joseph for St. Lucia. She finds Alcide, the wing defense, to Maturin, who has had a wonderful tournament as captain for St. Lucia. Finding Joseph. Joseph to Snyder. St. Lucia's going to get a penalty pass, a shot. It's with Maturin, the goal shooter. She goes up and converts. 13-9. St. Lucia 13, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 9. It's now St. Vincent getting a penalty pass. It's going to be left for Dishon, the wing defense. She looks around, finds Kimisha Antoine, who finds Danielle. Danielle is contacted, so it's now Kimisha Antoine getting a penalty pass into Danielle. Danielle goes up with a shot, doesn't make it good. So it comes out of the circle. Danielle has to run it down, so to speak. It's against, John for St. Lucia. It's going to be a penalty pass or shot. Going up with it is Frederick. She converts, and that's the end of the quarter. That's the end of quarter number 1. I make it St. Lucia 13, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 10. And ladies and gentlemen, we have been telling you all evening, it's going to be, you're going to be in for a ride. The first half of the ride up to Georgetown was good. I'm telling you, coming back to Kingston, it's going to be crazy.
Well, Roxel, we have been advising our listeners that from the start, from what we saw in the opening evening, this tournament was going to be a cracker. And here it is. We're coming into the final game. The host team behind in the first quarter. What we will expect. Let's keep our fingers crossed for an enthralling finish. We take a commercial pause.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket. 100% contention. Intention supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent Shines, a supermarket for you and me.
Looking for sporting gear for all sports? Well, there's only one place to shop. ComSport. ComSport supplies gear for cricket, soccer, netball, table and lawn tennis, track and field, and more. ComSport provides brand name soccer shoes, socks, shin guards, balls, slippers, goalkeeper gloves, and many more accessories. Plus uniforms, complete with tops, shorts, socks, and numbers. Also in stock, cricket gear, balls, pads, shoes with spikes, batting gloves, netball shoes, balls, and bibs. And to top it off, ComSport has introduced a new line of trophies for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the financial complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. With your home, the extract and the honey goes with. Village rum is for woman, village rum is for man. With that blend of vitamins to make you strong. But village rum is not for lambs. No. For that energy boost drink, village rum gives you stamina, village rum.
Village Ram, not for lambs.
It's coming, the new family of EC polymer notes.
What is different about these notes?
The feel.
Polymer notes are made from a thin plastic film which makes the notes feel smoother than the paper notes.
The orientation.
The notes have a portrait orientation. You will read the notes from top to bottom instead of left to right as you do with the paper notes.
Unique tactile feature.
The front of each note has raised bumps at the top left-hand corner. These bumps form shapes that are familiar to you.
Holographic foil strip.
This feature is on the $20, $50, and $100. When you tilt the notes, the images and colors in this section will change.
New image on the $50.
The back of the $50 bears the image of former governor of the ECCB, the late Honorable Sir K. Dwight Venner.
New signature.
All the notes bear the signature of the current governor, Timothy N.J. Antoine.
EC polymer notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger.
All right, we are back here at the Arnos Sports Complex as we get ready to bring you quarter two action of this enthralling encounter already between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and St. Lucia. We have just had the scores adjusted, so St. Lucia are leading 13-11 and not 13-10, 13-11, and so we are going to go into quarter number two. It's with the for St. Vincent, finding Daniel the goal attack. Daniel looks around and attempts to find a wing attack, Misha Antoine. She does. She gets it back into Daniel. Daniel is in fringe. She gets a penalty shot and she leaves it for Frederick, who converts. 13-12. 13-12. St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the attack. Delplesh finding Daniel. Daniel back to Delplesh. Delplesh into Frederick, who collects well. It's against Frederick. So it's Matthew and comes away with it. to John. John to Felix. Felix looks inside and finds John. John to Bernadette Joseph. Joseph is getting that one to Maturin, who cannot keep it in touch.
Yes.
And so it coming away with it is St. Lucia. St. Lucia, St. Vincent, that is. Delpech finding Daniel. Daniel to Antoine. Antoine over to Delpech, who does good work to keep it in. Wonderful by Maturin. My God, we are in for a ride, Justin. Excellent netball here.
Yes,
Two good pieces of rebounding there. First by Delpech and then Maturin. It's now with Maxwell.
I see your location has attracted a lot more people.
Yes, I'm getting invaded, and so I need to be repositioning myself like the netballers themselves to get my view. The space that Simo and I have had all week has now been packed. It's now been packed. So I don't know if I may need to move. I have a St. Lucian next to me. I guess I need to ask him to remove himself.
You have a Lucian Vinci next to you.
A Lucian Vinci, okay, that's it. But the St. Lucia on the attack. Contact against, I make it contact against the Shang. St. Lucia is going to come away with it. Definitely, the crowd is going to be in for a tremendous end of the tournament. It's with Maturin though. She gets a penalty shot for St. Lucia. She goes up and scores. I make it St. Lucia 14, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 12. It's with Bernadette Joseph. Gets it to Felix. Felix over to Alcide. Alcide back to Joseph. Joseph is smaller than Delpech, Justin.
I know, and Joseph will be my
wonderful shot by Snyder. Makes it 15. My word. Let's see what happens here. And I can see the expression on Davis' face. Davis is not playing this evening, unfortunately. And Justin, I'm going to come to the bench of St. Vincent in a while at halftime. They're enjoying our commentary. I know they're enjoying it.
You need to speak with Shelley, sir.
I need to speak to Davis. We'll have a word with Davis at halftime. She is enjoying our commentary more than the game. It's now with John. John gets it to Bernadette Joseph. Joseph to Snyder. Snyder finds her captain, who cannot keep her hands on that. Goes out of touch. Kewana Charles comes away. Finds Delpech for St. Vincent. Getting it to Josiane. That's Kamisha, that is. Kamisha Antoine. And it's going to be a penalty pass for St. Vincent. Dishong trying, good work by Bernadette Joseph. Oh, my word. Bernadette Joseph intercepting that one. Alcide finds Felix. Felix is intercepted. Well, I'm lost for that word. She's contacted.
Roxelle Joseph will be on this second position in terms of my observation of most improved player so
yes,
far.
Definitely. Yes. Because she did not start this position for St. Lucia. When she came in, she has been a very impactful player, and I agree with you on that end. But it's a toss for the ball here. Felix gets it. Finds Alcide. Alcide back to Felix. Felix looking for someone to move. Who is moving is Maxwell. Maxwell back to Alcide. Getting that back to Maxwell. Maxwell into Snyder. Snyder cannot keep it in touch. It's been a minute or so of action up and down without a goal. St. Lucia leading 16. St. Vincent and the Grenadines 12. It's now with St. Vincent. Delpech finding Daniel. Daniel trying to find Antoine. She does. Finally, it goes out of touch, and St. Lucia is going to come over it. Maturin gets it. The goalkeeper here. Out of touch. Good interception by I make it Frederick, but she couldn't keep it in touch. St. Lucia is going to get an inbound pass. After the inbound pass, John gets a penalty pass to Felix. Back to John, the goal defense for St. Lucia. Finding Maturin, who is out of the circle, to Snyder, who is at the edge of the circle. She is going to leave it for Maturin. A penalty pass or shot for St. Lucia. And it's Maxwell with it. Maxwell, that is, goes up and converts. St. Lucia 17, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 12. quarter to action. Match number 20, match day number 7. It's with Kamisha Antoine, finding Delplesh. Delplesh into the circle. Good work by John, the goalie fence for St. Lucia. Justin Douglas, I don't know where these ladies got this energy from, but they've been playing hard. St. Lucia played this morning, and they're playing extremely hard again here this afternoon.
I believe the president of CNA is a St. Lucian, and I'm sure she's going to be happy with what she's seeing, not from only from her national team, but what is happening in the sub-region for netball with this international series.
Okay, that's St. Vincent and the Grenadines going to 13, St. Lucia 17, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 13. It's now center pass with Bernadette Joseph, comes off of I make it Snyder to Felix, Felix to Bernadette Joseph, back to Snyder, Snyder gets it into Maxwell in a good position. Maxwell goes up, doesn't score, rebounded.
News alert, Roxelle, my technician has indicated the shortening of the crowd there, but what is significant, that individual I reported a short while ago is presently on the ground. So you have a job to find that individual behind you. I think in the stand, right, Monty?
Okay.
In the St. Lucian Black.
Okay, right. I've spoken to her briefly off air.
Yes,
so probably we can do that thereafter. But it's St. Lucia coming with it. The crowd is not happy with 2 calls so far in over the last 30 seconds. But it's St. Lucia coming with it. It's John finding, I make it Joseph to Maxwell to Felix. It's against one of the defenders for St. Vincent. It's now with Felix. Felix is intercepted briefly, gets it to Maxwell back out to Felix. Felix is going to get a penalty shot. She goes up now with a shot and scores.
Yes, Roxelle, you know, we try to make our commentary entertaining, and here it is. We having some boys, Roxelle, to my left, to your right. They're just enjoying their fun netball.
Oh, okay, yes. Well, what's it going to say?
Come on.
And this is, again, what we have to do for activities like this. You have your kids. There must be an alternative for your kids to participate in while you are enjoying the activity.
You and I grew up learning that netball was only a girls' sport. But the action continued on court.
And that was an excellent pass. I don't know who made it, but it was an excellent pass into Maxwell.
Good reaction.
Converted.
And we saw the Grenadines were on their feet.
Yes. There's a change for St. Vincent. Yes. I see coming out is Kamisha Antoine.
Yes.
And Millington is going in. St. Lucia has extended the lead, but St. Vincent is on the attack. Daniel going the long route now to Frederick, who collects well. Goes up and does really well.
That's good.
Good shot there by Frederick. St. Vincent cuts the lead. St. Vincent is now on 14, but it's St. Lucia leading 20. St. Lucia 20. St. Vincent and Grenadines 14. 20 to 14. It's now with St. Lucia. Felix, their center, gets it to Maxwell. I make it. Maxwell bunks passes it into Snyder. The goal attack. She goes up with a shot. Doesn't make it good. Kawana Charles comes away with it. Well done by I make it Delplesh. She is contacted, and so a timeout is called as the ball goes away to the second court, the adjacent court. We now have a penalty pass. Josiane Antoine. I'm going to just say Antoine now because it's just Josiane on the court.
Josiane, yes.
And so she gets it to Dishong. Dishong to Millington, who is playing the wing attack position. She finds Frederick. Frederick goes up and converts. St. Lucia 20. St. Vincent and the Grenadines 15. Center pass St. Vincent. Delplesh finding Millington. Millington back to Delplesh. Delplesh a good pass into Frederick. She couldn't handle.
Out of bounds.
Yes, she couldn't handle, and it goes out of bounds.
She could have reached that. And whoever is the president of AFNA, the Americas Federation, hello. We are sending a very strong message from St. Vincent. The International OECS Netball Series is a very strong event indeed.
Well, uncharacteristically, John just gave away a pass, and I say that because we Johns don't make those mistakes. Anyhow, let's go on. It's Alcide to Felix. Felix looking around and getting it to Maxwell. Maxwell is there's an infringement against the Vincentian Center. Felix gets a good pass to Joseph. Joseph into Maxwell, who converts St. Lucia's 21st goal. St. Lucia 21, St. Vincent 15. Joseph to Snyder. Snyder to Felix. Felix to Alcide. Alcide to Joseph. Joseph to Snyder. Snyder back out to Bernadette Joseph. She's contacted. Gets a penalty pass. A bounce pass into Snyder. It's against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Maxwell takes it. I take it. I make it a midway from the rim. She goes up. Doesn't score. The whistle goes again. And it's going to be another penalty shot for Maxwell, who converts.
And
22-15.
You know, Rachel, we must be fair. The turnout is just as last evening, and maybe a little bit more.
Yes, because we have a lot more, from my estimation, standing on the barricaded area close to the court.
Yes.
And they want to be close to the action. It's about wonderful netball here. We see everybody's out. SVG TV is out in full force this evening. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
All right. Welcome SVG TV.
We are welcoming SVG to netball, and I know you've been following us and you've been following the coverage, and it's great to have you here this evening.
Yes, I've been following the coverage. The competitions have been really, really, interesting. Listen, if people who haven't been here for a game, well, I'm sorry, but this is the last one. You've missed out a lot.
Okay, well, you heard it from SVG TV of our reporting and our commentary.
And we are quite happy.
Yeah, definitely happy. It's about collaborating, Justin. It's about doing everything for the better of netball here in this case, and St. Vincent and the production of our event.
Roxanne, let me give you a very quick story. The Stanford T20 cricket. And at one moment, I personally sent an email to the secretariat in Antigua, and could you believe it set off a firestorm of, hey, we got to contact SVG TV as to the question you're asking. So there's always connectivity.
All right, well, that's it. I can tell you that the crowd, they're not happy with the calls that we have made by the officials. But guess what? That's live. And Grenada is there supporting St. Lucia. Let me get back to the score. St. Lucia 24, St. Vincent 15. St. Lucia 24, St. Vincent 15. As we go into this, the second quarter.
Woodrow Williams is up.
She is up. The trainer is up. Dishong is feeling some pain in the knee area, the banded knee area, and that is what I was going to mention to you, Justin. I believe our bench may be a little limited.
But last evening it was bruising for St. Vincent. No wonder why Grenada are supporting St. Lucia, because St. Lucia, even though they played this morning, they have that
the drive.
Yeah, they have that drive.
So we have a substitution. Dishong comes out, and going in the wing defense position is Quashi for St. Vincent, but it's St. Lucia on the attack. The score is St. Lucia 24, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 16. We have Maxwell going up with an attempt of a shot. It's against Charles, and Maxwell gets a penalty shot. She now goes up, makes it good. It's now 25. St. Lucia 25, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 16. Center pass St. Vincent. That's Delplesh finding Milton. Milton to Daniel, who now finds Delplesh on the return. Delplesh lobs into Fredericks, who does well. Does really, really well. And she collects, goes up with a penalty shot and converts. That was a really, really good collection there, reception there by Frederick. 25-17, St. Lucia 25, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 17. Second quarter action as we wind down on our competition here.
I am putting out a challenge right now that persons on Facebook, no matter what the result, please send out the message that we love our girls.
Well, we love netball. We love all the ladies here participating in the competition. Despite it doesn't matter which country they're from.
As a matter of fact, we don't want them to go.
That's for sure.
Yes.
There is a call. The referee is having a serious word with our goal defense, who is Josiana Antoine. She has done that, and she is awarded a penalty shot to Maturin. She converts. It's 26-17. 26-17, Justin. The crowd is not at all happy. I think more so they're not happy with the calls, but the officials are in charge. And we are now with St. Vincent. It's a penalty pass for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let's give some running commentary until the end of this quarter. We have interrupted a bit, so it's a Daniel. Daniel goes up, converts for St. Vincent. 26-18. 26-18. Even the medical staff are now behind St. Vincent trying to support them. It's a wing defense for St. Lucia. That's Alcide. Finding, I make it Snyder. We are getting close to the end. We are getting close to the end of the second quarter. Bernadette Joseph attempting to get it to Snyder, but that's the end of the second quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. St. Lucia 26, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 16. And we on BDS Nice Radio, in connection with ECCB Connect, we are bringing you live coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series. We are at the Arnos Sporting Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent. We go for a break.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% Vincentian. Vincentian Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincentian, a supermarket for you and me.
Looking for sporting gear for all sports? Well, there's only one place to shop. ComSport. ComSport supplies gear for cricket, soccer, netball, table and lawn tennis, track and field, and more. ComSport provides brand name soccer shoes, socks, shin guards, balls, slippers, goalkeeper gloves, and many more accessories. Plus uniforms, complete with tops, shorts, socks, and numbers. Also in stock, cricket gear, balls, pads, shoes with spikes, batting gloves, netball shoes, balls, and bibs. And to top it off, ComSport has introduced a new line of trophies for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the financial complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. With your home, the extra and the honey goes well. Village Ram is for woman, Village Ram is for man. With that blend of vitamins to make you strong. But Village Rum is not for lambs. No. For that energy boost drink, Village Rum gives you stamina, Village Rum.
Village Ram, not for lambs.
Enjoy KFC's finger-licking good chicken every day with freshly made breakfast served from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. as low as $5.05. Also, take advantage of our daily value menu deals starting at $5.05 and family feast meal deals for the entire family. Don't miss out on our crazy daily promotions. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at KFC St. Vincent to keep in the know. Can't make it to our restaurant? Call us for delivery. Kingstown 485-6555, Arnesville 456-4122. KFC, it's finger licking good.
EC Polymer Notes, cleaner, safer, stronger. Cleaner. EC Polymer Notes are cleaner and more hygienic because they're resistant to dirt, moisture, water, and other liquids. Safer, EC polymer notes have advanced security features which make them more difficult to counterfeit. Stronger, polymer notes last at least 3 times longer than paper notes.
EC Polymer Notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger.
Don't spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Ban Geku, we are safe and sound. At Geku, we put in pay to poverty. You got to join the Geku philosophy. Save until it hurts and you will surely see. Geku will always be there for you and me. So don't spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Everybody knows we number one. So let we join Geku today. Let we join Geku. I say the time is now, people. Oh yeah, Geku will help you in every way. I'm going to Geku.
Me too.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful atmosphere here this evening for the second straight evening at the Arnos Vale Sporting Complex, Kingstown, St. Vincent, as we wrap up our coverage of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series. And the wrap-up is not anything just by the way. It's been 2 wonderful evenings. We had an awesome 1-goal difference encounter between Dominica and Antigua and Barbuda. And right now, St. Lucia are on top against St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 25-18 at the halfway stage. 25-18 at the halfway stage. I have with me the president of the Caribbean Netball Association, St. Lucian, Rufina Paul. Good evening, Ms. Paul. Welcome to Nice Radio, BDS Nice Radio, and ECCB Connect. How are you feeling right now as it relates to what you've seen transpired during this week of competition here in St. Vincent?
Actually, I think the St. Lucia team has finally arrived. I think they're executing what they know they're supposed to execute, and I'm very pleased with the performance here tonight. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the quality of the netball, the officiating has been a very, very high standard. These teams wanted to be ranked. There are a few teams that needed to be ranked. St. Lucia needed a few more games. Dominica has completed their quota to get back on the ranking. Antigua has done that. Where are we going to go from here after this competition?
I think what we need to do is really to improve on our coaching and umpiring skills in the OECS region, and see how best we can help the other countries that have not been here. For instance, St. Kitts and Nevis to get on board next year, so that we can have another very interesting and very exciting tournament. Antigua has proposed to host, but they need to confirm with the government for next year.
To host this international series. Okay, so that's the next step or the next competition for the senior athletes.
Well, in terms of the OECS annual tournament, Antigua is proposed for the host for 2020, and St. Lucia proposed for 2021. So we're looking at least 2 years ahead who is going to host, and hopefully that every year we can have a ranking tournament where we can keep current with our ranking and have some interesting matches among ourselves. Mm-hmm.
What about the Caribbean, the regional tournament? The regional tournament, which I think it was held in Barbados last year, or there was a qualifier. Are we going to have that annually again?
Yes, we also have the Americas Federation of Netball Association, which encompasses the Caribbean region. So their responsibility is really to look at the senior tournaments. But we are engaged with the under-16s every year. This year we had the under-16 tournament in Antigua. And next year we're proposing to have it in one of the countries to be confirmed, hopefully between now and the next 2 months. Yes.
Okay, we have 3 teams ranked in the top 10 in the world. How far, from your vantage point, how far are these teams that you see here, or you've seen here all week? How far away are they from actually getting to that top 20 spot, so to speak, from your estimation?
Actually, in terms of skill level, I do not think we're that far off. The difficulty was our ability to play as often as the other countries have been playing. And what we need to do is to keep ourselves playing so that our skill level, which we already have, if, for instance, if we play, for instance, a team at number 9, we may not be too far in terms of skill level, but it's our ability to get there to play the matches that need to be played so that we can continue to up our ranking.
Roxelle,
so what we have to do from now on is to see how we could play teams at a higher rank so we can begin to have some mobility upwards, yes.
Okay, that is Miss Rufina Paul. We are going to go back into netball action. Thank you, Miss Paul, and it was a pleasure having you, and I hope you enjoyed your stay here.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Very good stay. Thank you.
All right, and thank you so much, Roxelle. We're into quarter number 3, and hey, we continue to churn out information here on Nice Radio, and of course, ECCB Connect right here in the netball world, and lots of information coming your way.
Yes, it's 26. I make it 26-20. St. Lucia still leading, 26-10-20. It's with John for St. Lucia. Looking around and attempting to find Alcide. It's against the center for St. Vincent. Alcide, the wing defense for St. Lucia, is going to take it. She looks around, finds a wing attack, Felix. Felix to Maxwell, but Maxwell is out of the circle. She attempts to find Snyder. 3 seconds call against Maxwell. So it's St. Vincent coming away with it. 20-26. St. Lucia leading 26. St. Vincent 20. Bad pass by I make it Charles, who is picked off by Alcide. It's St. Lucia with it. Felix looking and finding Bernadette Joseph. Joseph is leaving it for Felix, who gets a penalty pass. She bounce passes it into Maxwell. Maxwell goes up and converts. St. Lucia 27. St. Vincent and the Grenadines 20. It's center pass. St. Vincent picked off, but rebounded there by Kwashi. Kwashi found Daniel. Back to Kwashi. Back to Daniel with the return pass. She finds Dishong. Dishong trying to get it in to Frederick. It is against Maturin for St. Lucia, and that means it was a penalty pass. Awards to Frederick, who converts. 27-21. 27-21. St. Lucia's center pass. It's with Joseph. She looks around and finds Alcide. Alcide finds an advancing Maxwell. Maxwell back to Alcide. Finds Felix. That's Alcide. It's against Kwashi. And Felix is going to get a penalty pass. She gets it into Snyder. It's against Snyder. Now we have Josiane Antoine coming and finding. Is she finding? Let's see. It's over. Offside for Alcide. So Josiane Antoine looking but gives it away. Alcide comes away with it. Felix gets it. She finds Joseph. Joseph to Maxwell. Maxwell to Felix. Felix over to Joseph. Joseph to Snyder. Snyder is looking. She gets it to that's the captain, goal shooter as well. Maxwell, who converts goal number 28. St. Lucia 28. St. Vincent and the Grenadines 21. Is now with Dishong, the wing attack. The wing attack gets it to Daniel, who is called for 3 seconds violation. It's now with Maturin. Maturin for St. Lucia. She looks around, bounce pass it to Alcide. Alcide is trying to get that to John, but picked off. It's Maturin again, doing yeoman service in the defense here for St. Lucia this evening. She has really stepped up her game. It's Felix. Felix finding Maxwell. Maxwell has always been moving really well, and she's continuing that this evening for St. Lucia. She gets a bounce pass from Felix. She goes back out to Bernadette Joseph, who was trying to feint a pass in to Maxwell. It's against Delpesh, so it's Joseph trying to find Felix. Contact against Kwashi. St. Lucia leading 28, St. Vincent 21. This is quarter number 3. It's with Felix. A low scoring and trolling encounter. Felix is, well, let's see what's the call. It's against the goal attack for St. Lucia. St. Vincent coming with it. It's Charles. Charles getting it to Josiane Antoine. She takes a pass, a penalty pass to Daniel. Daniel trying to find Dishong. She does so. Sean controls, leaves it. Well, again, excellent work by Maturin, who is trying to find John. Maturin is playing a masterful game as goalkeeper for St. Lucia. She gets it now, looks around, finds Bernadette Joseph. Joseph goes across and finds John. John finds Maxwell, advancing out of the circle. It's now with Felix. She is called for She's called for traveling. That is footwork. We have it here now. It's Kwashi. Kwashi trying to find Dishong. Not controlling. St. Lucia comes away with it. It's with I make a Snyder to Alcide. Alcide looks around. Finds John. It's against the center for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Bernadette Joseph gets it. It's now an infringement in the circle. It's with Snyder. The goal attack goes out to Joseph. Joseph attempts to bounce past that. She gets it to Snyder. Snyder is going to get a penalty pass, a shot. She steps, goes in, doesn't make it good, and coming away with it is Antoine. Antoine to Kwashi. Kwashi finds Dishong. Dishong bounce passes it to Daniel. Daniel to Delplesh. Delplesh is looking around. There's an infringement. It's against the Bernadette Joseph. Delplesh gets it to Daniel. She is going to get a penalty pass, a shot. A penalty pass awarded. It's now with Dishong. Dishong gets it to Frederick. Frederick controls finally and converts. After a period of about a minute or so going up and down court, we have had a goal scored. St. Lucia 28, St. Vincent and Grenadines 22. Felix St. Lucia on the attack. Finds Joseph. Joseph to Maturin. She controls, looks around, finds Felix. It's against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Felix trying to get that one into St. Vincent. It's now against St. Lucia. Wow, the calls being made here very firm and definitive by the officials. It's 28-22. Really, really good defensive work by both teams now in this third quarter as they try to buckle down. St. Lucia is trying to advance their lead. St. Vincent is trying to cut the deficit. It's with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now we have a penalty pass of Kwashi. She gets to Daniel. Daniel over to Delplesh. Delplesh looking and finding. No, she doesn't. Yes, she does. And it's going to be a penalty pass or shot. Daniel gets it to Frederick, who goes up and converts. 28-23. St. Lucia in the lead. St. Vincent sent the pass, however. It's with Dishong. Dishong trying to find Daniel. It's against John for St. Lucia. Dishong gets it to Frederick. Frederick back out of the circle to Delplesh. Finds Daniel away from the circle. She finds Frederick at the edge of the circle, who finds Dishong. She gets it back in I make it Frederick, who is contacted. She's going to get a penalty pass or shot. Goes up, doesn't convert. Maturin could not control. It gets to Daniel. Daniel goes up, does not make it good. Maturin comes away with it. It's John finding Joseph. Joseph looking and finding Alcide. Alcide is bumped off, and so it's going to be a penalty pass for St. Lucia. Alcide finds Maxwell. Maxwell over to Bernadette Joseph, who tries to get it in, but still stolen there by Charles to Delplesh. Delplesh to Daniel. Daniel trying to find Dishong, put out of touch by Alcide. And we see an inbound pass by Delplesh to Kwashi. Kwashi to Dishong. A great pass over to Marianne Frederick, who makes it 24. The deficit has been cut. St. Lucia 28, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 24. Center pass.
A 4-goal cushion, as we call it.
Yep. It's against St. Lucia. It's now with Kwashi. That is Antoine to Delplesh. Delplesh gets a return pass from Daniel. She is bumped up the ball, and it's with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's with St. Vincent. Frederick goes up. She gets a penalty pass and shot. She converts. Now down to 3.
Yes, Roxel, what I can tell you, the man who is on the grips is the person who controls what you see on the screen for VC3, and he was out cheering on the St. Vincent team.
All right, a bad pass by St. Vincent. After they had a center pass, it's St. Lucia. They're coming away with it. It's with Alcide. Alcide finds Felix. Felix looks inside and gets it back to Alcide. Alcide is bumped off the ball, so there's going to be a penalty pass for St. Lucia. John steps up, the goal defense for that's St. Lucia, gets it to Alcide. Alcide to Felix. It's against Quashi. Felix gets a penalty pass. She gets it into Maxwell. Good work by the goalkeeper, but it's against her, however. Maxwell steps in, goes up with a first shot in a while for St. Lucia. Comes off, she doesn't score. She gets a return pass from Felix into the circle. It's against St. Vincent. St. Lucia has it to Snyder. Snyder back out to Bernadette Joseph. She goes up with a shot, doesn't score. It's against the goal defense for St. Vincent. Maxwell gets it. She goes up now and converts. This is the first goal for St. Lucia in a little while. St. Lucia 29, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 25. St. Lucia with it. It's with Bernadette Joseph. Finds Felix. Felix looks and finds Maxwell. Maxwell to Joseph. Joseph is impeded, and so she gets a penalty pass. She gets it into the goal attack, who is Snyder. She steps and gets it to attempted to get it to Joseph.
What happened? Yes, Snyder turned to push it back outside the circle to Joseph.
Well, I'm wondering why Snyder's not taking these shots though, because she's not very far away. She's about mid-range, and she's not taking the shots. But
she should be taking it from long range.
Yes, it's Maxwell with a wonderful shot. That we were just talking about long range, and that was similar by Maxwell, who makes it 30. St. Lucia 30. St. Vincent and Grenadines 25. St. Vincent on the attack. It's with Daniel. Daniel looks across, trying to find. Well, good work done by Quashi. Delplesh, excellent work by Delplesh. I think she's hurt. She collected. She made the split, but she is hurt. Yes, Delplesh of St. Vincent. She is down. She did really good work to stay in possession with that. And I think she is definitely hurt. There's a timeout call.
She's a darling of the tournament.
My word, Justin.
But you know, Axel, I must commend the medics this evening. They're a lot better. They're now hustling to the task, and that was a comment we were making last evening. If you remember, after the match.
I think your message got out.
Yeah. Because this stuff is going international. It's an international tournament. It's on Facebook. Once you're on Facebook, you're on the web. That's what people got to understand. And when we made the comment last evening of the lackadaisical way we were seeing the medics were moving towards the injured player, we had to make the comment.
Well, I think this is going to be a serious blow to the St. Vincent team, in my perception. Delplesh is out.
Yeah, Delplesh, the darling of the competition.
Well, we have some positional changes. Let's give you that now. Deschong is now the center. Deschong is center. And we have... Who came in? We have as wing attack. Kimisha Antoine is in as wing attack. Good reception there by Snyder, who attempted to get that one back out to Felix. Felix now with a penalty pass goes into Maxwell. A good pass over to Snyder. Snyder goes up and converts. 31-26 to Justin Douglas. 31-26.
Rochelle, St. Vincent would have come into this fixture knowing there are a number of stuff that are really stuck against them. They would have tried. St. Lucia knew the scenario that existed, and they continue to plug away.
Wonderful. Yes. It's a wonderful crowd here, Justin. Look at the crowd.
And I want to add, it seemed to be about 10% over what we had last evening.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you. An excellent pass by Snyder into a moving Maxwell, and she goes up and converts. 32-27. 32-27. St. Vincent with it. It's with I make it Kimisha. Kimisha gets it to Daniel. Kimisha Antoine, that's it. That says Daniel attempted to find Deschong. She does. Deschong to Daniel in the circle. Daniel goes up with a shot, makes it good. 32-28.
Rachel, please allow me to make a plug, because I personally don't like this, but we have to do it. You and I did a program called Olympism. You remember that?
Yes, no. Justin. We are now.
Well, okay, my mic seems to have gone dead a while. This stuff is happening during Olympic Week 2019.
Yes, it is.
It's all about unison through sports.
All right, that's definitely what it is. As Snyder goes up with a long shot, we were just talking about why Snyder not taking these shots. She just took one, and it's 33, yes. 33-28. It's with St. Vincent. We have Daniel finding Kamisha Antoine. Kamisha Antoine getting it to Deshong. Deshong the center, and now lobbing a good pass into Frederick. Goes up and scores.
And the score
33-29. St. Lucia 33. St. Vincent and Grenadines 29. St. Lucia on the attack. That is infringement against St. Vincent. John takes it. The goal defense for St. Lucia. Finds Joseph. Joseph into the circle. Into Maxwell. Maxwell to Felix. Felix back to Maxwell. Maxwell goes up and converts. 34-29. 34-29. Serious action this evening. It's been a wonderful evening. Well, people may be wondering, why are we playing? Why are they playing? They are fourth and fifth. They are first and third. There's nothing to play for. Believe me, there is a lot to play for. It's about pride. It's about compassion. It's about world ranking. Correct. It's about netball at its best. As we end of the third quarter, St. Lucia 34, St. Vincent 30. That score line could be subject to correction, but we have 15 minutes to go as we on BDS Nice Radio in connection with ECCB Connect. We are bringing you live coverage of match number 20. Match day number 7 of the OECS ECCB International Netball Series. Yes, the final game. We take some commercials.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Vertis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Vertis, Lilies, Midushi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Shot for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prizes to be won. Set for life. A brand new home. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for life. Did your day done start? Set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner. Turn your own keys. Set for life.
And now with ice cold local juices to go with our rich and tasty authentic Vincentian meals made affordable, it's the award-winning Phoenix Kitchen, open 7 days with extended hours on Friday and Saturday. Juices included Marby, lemon lime, passion fruit, bell apple, golden apple, cherry, mango, Marby, linseed, carrot, beetroot, fruit punch, and sea moss. For further information, call 455-1280. That's right, a bigger meal awaits you now with fresh, cold local juices. Phoenix Kitchen. Let the phoenix arise in you.
This summer stage is a must. 584 Alabama Avenue. Listen out for the next date for summer stage.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% Vincentian. Vincentian Supermarket. We're number one, CK Grace and Company, and
Well, we're back at Arnosville. There's been so much to tell you. We have not even given you stats, so we're going to give you stats right now. Shem Maxwell, the goal shooter for St. Lucia, she had 11 attempts in the first quarter, scored 9, 12 attempts in the second quarter, scored 10, 5 attempts in the third quarter, and converted 7. Roxanne Snyder, the goal attack for St. Lucia, 5 attempts in the first quarter, scored 4. 4 attempts in the second quarter, scored 2, and 2 attempts in the third quarter, converted 3. For St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Marianne Frederick, 15 attempts in the first quarter, scored 10. 8 attempts in the second quarter, scored 7. 13 attempts in the third quarter, scored 11. Shanice Daniel, the goal attack, 1 attempt in the first quarter, and she scored that attempt. And both the third and second and third quarters, she had 2 attempts and scored 1 of each. We are into the last 15 minutes. St. Lucia 34, St. Vincent 30. It's St. Lucia on the attack. Let's see what happens in this last 15 minutes. We have Snyder finding Joseph. Joseph is obstructed. She is going to get a penalty pass. Joseph is the center of St. Lucia. We see she's getting it into Snyder. Snyder goes up with a shot. Doesn't make it good. It comes off of a Vincentian player. Let me make sure that that call is correct. Yes. Maxwell is inbounded. She gets it to Joseph. Joseph back in the circle to Snyder. Snyder is trying to go up with a shot. It's against a goalkeeper for St. Vincent. Snyder leaves it for Maxwell. Maxwell converts. 35-30. 35-30. It's with Delplesh. Delplesh for St. Vincent. Gets it to Daniel, who finds, Deschong, trying to find Delplesh. Delplesh is back on the court, Justin, for St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Great news.
Okay, it's with Daniel. Daniel over to Frederick. Frederick is stepping. She's getting a penalty pass or shot. She goes up with a shot. Makes it 31. 34-31. It's with Bernadette Joseph. Bernadette Joseph has it for St. Lucia to Snyder. Snyder to Felix. Felix to Maxwell. Maxwell is out of the circle. She goes all the way back to midcourt. Finds John. John to Joseph. Joseph to Felix. Felix is trying to get that one in. The defense of St. Vincent and Grenadines is stepping up now. It's now Felix trying to get to Snyder. There's a call against a goal defense for St. Vincent. Snyder steps. She passes it back out to Felix. Put out of touch, it seems. It's either out of touch or an infringement against, an infringement against Kwashi. It is a good pass from Felix into that is Maxwell. She doesn't convert, but Bernadette Joseph collects the rebound that came out of the circle. Snyder goes up with a long, lovely shot. Makes it 36. St. Lucia 36. St. Vincent and Grenadines 31. It's with Daniel. Daniel finds Delplesh. Delplesh is getting a penalty pass for St. Vincent and Grenadines. Let's see what happens. It's now with Daniel. Daniel gets it across to Frederick. She goes up and converts. 36-32. 36-32. St. Lucia center pass. Joseph finds the wing attack Felix. Felix gets it to, it goes out of touch. It goes out of touch. It's a turnover. St. Vincent could try and capitalize on this. Delplesh to Daniel. Daniel looks and finds Delplesh on the return. Delplesh, a good pass to the wing attack. That's Deschong. Finds Daniel. Daniel over to Frederick. It's against Maturin. Frederick goes up with a penalty pass or shot. She makes it, takes a shot. Makes it 33. St. Lucia 36. St. Vincent and Grenadines 33. St. Vincent sent the pass. Delplesh gets a return pass from Deschong. It's out of court off of St. Lucia. It is with Delplesh. Delplesh looks. Long pass. Too hard. Too hard. Too long. And it is a turnover. It is now for St. Lucia. Maturin is stepping up to get the inbound. She looks around and bounce passes it to Alcide. There's some changes. Alcide has moved. Justin, my correction. They're still in the same position. It's with Felix. Felix now playing wing attack. She looks around and gets a penalty pass at St. Lucia. Snyder to Felix. Felix into Maxwell. Maxwell goes up, does not score. Comes off the rim. It's against the goal attack for St. Lucia. Charles comes away with it.
Roxelle, while you are really on the move, I think we have exceeded last evening's attendance.
Yes, we said that earlier. We said that a long time ago. It's now with Maxwell. That's Snyder. Snyder gets a pass from Bernadette Joseph. She bunks past it to Felix. It's against the wing attack, the wing defense. It's now against Charles for St. Vincent. It's moving so quickly that we are missing some plays. There's so much quickness and rapidity in the passes and the decisions. Good pass by Maxwell. Over to Snyder. Snyder converts the 37th goal for St. Lucia. St. Lucia 37, St. Vincent 34. Center pass St. Lucia against St. Vincent and the Grenadines after the pass was made. John gets it, finds Felix. Felix to Snyder on the edge of the circle. Snyder goes back out to Felix. Felix looks around, gets it into Maxwell. Maxwell goes up, does not score. It's against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Maxwell gets a penalty shot. She goes up and does not convert. There's no attempt to rebound by the Vincential goalkeeper, and Maxwell was uncontested, and she makes it 38. St. Lucia 38, St. Vincent 34. St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the attack, however. It's with Daniel. Daniel gets a lovely pass. Aim to Frederick. Frederick collects. She goes up and converts. That was a wonderful pass by Daniel. Well received by Frederick, and the deficit is 3.
Well, Roxelle, this is when we've seen Daniel coming into her own.
Well,
it has been a long time.
She had a good game last night, I must say. She had a good game last night when she came in to replace that's Davis.
So she got the warm-up.
Yes, and it's with Kwashi. Kwashi trying to get to Daniel. There is some infringement. No infringement called. It's St. Lucia coming away with it. Felix finding John. John looking around. Bunks pass to Alcide. Intercepted by Deschamps. St. Vincent coming. It's Daniel. Daniel, a lovely pass again to Marianne Frederick, who converts. 38-36. 38-36. St. Lucia on the their gap is being cut. St. Vincent on the attack. Daniel into Fredericks. Excellent pass. Fredericks gets a penalty pass or shot. She leaves it for Daniel. She leaves it for Daniel. She gets it to Frederick. Frederick goes up and converts. 38 St. Lucia. 37 St. Vincent. You can hear the crowd. Is this going to end like the first game we brought for you last night? Tonight, that is. It's with St. Vincent. St. Vincent gets it. It's with Daniel. Daniel lobs it to Frederick. Frederick gets it. She goes up. It doesn't stop. It's again. Well, St. Lucia's coming away with it. It's against Frederick for St. Vincent. The crowd was there and they were pushing St. Vincent to equalize, but it's St. Lucia trying to calm things down here. I can see they're slowing down the play. John to Alcide. Alcide to Maxwell. Maxwell to Snyder. Snyder finds Joseph. Joseph is impeded. She gets a penalty pass. She looks around. She gets a good pass over to Maxwell, who goes up with a penalty shot and converts. I make it 39-37. 39-37. Wonderful netball here at the Arnos Sports Complex. Daniel to Deschamps. Deschamps looks around, trying to get it to Daniel. She recovers. She gets a good pass over to Delplesh. Delplesh over to Frederick. Frederick does good work to collect and converts. 39 St. Lucia, 38 St. Vincent and Grenadines. St. Lucia center pass. She is intercepted by Deschamps. Interception by Deschamps. And we have a penalty pass for Josiane. Josiane Antoine throws it away, and St. Vincent cannot capitalize. It's an out of court call, and it is with St. Lucia. Mathurin has it, finds Alcide. Alcide looks around, finds Felix. Felix to Bernadette Joseph. Bernadette Joseph finds Maxwell, who is way out of the circle. Finds Alcide to Snyder, out of the circle as well. To Joseph, but Joseph gets a good pass in to Maxwell, who goes up and makes it 40. 40-38. 40-38. St. Lucia 40, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 38. St. Vincent trying to get one goal back. A good pass by Delplesh into Frederick, who converts. 40-39. 40-39. Justin, I make it 5 minutes to go. I make it 5 minutes to go.
Someone asked me a short while ago, and that was the same answer I gave.
I make it about 5 minutes to go.
Yes.
St. Lucia 40, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 39.
I want to say this is not fake news. This is reality out of Arnos Vale.
Definitely. It's now a penalty pass for St. Lucia. Pass or shot, Snyder has it. Snyder steps, gets it, or attempted to get it to Bernadette Joseph. She is contacted, and she gets a penalty pass. She attempts to roll it to Maxwell. Let's see what happens here. Joseph again to Felix. It's against the wing defense for St. Vincent, who is squashy. Time is taken. Wow. Well, these ladies would be exhausted at the end of this game. It's into Maxwell. Maxwell is contacted. She's going to get a penalty pass or shot. She is going up now. She makes it 41. 41-39. 41-39. St. Vincent and the Grenadines sent the pass. Delplesh over to Deschamps. Back to Dave. It's again, it goes away. A bad pass. It's St. Lucia trying to capitalize. Snyder finding Felix. Timeout. Kwashi is hurt. And I make it Durant. Durant is going in.
Yes, that's Durant
correct?
coming in. Yes.
Durant is going in. Kwashi is hurt. Oh, my word, I know. These ladies need, all the ladies, regardless of what, they need to be rewarded well for an excellent showing at the Arnos West Sports Complex because they have given their all. St. Lucia cannot capitalize. It's St. Vincent coming away with it. It's with Delplesh finding Deschamps. Finding Durant to Deschamps, back in, lost out there. It's against a goal defense. Daniel gets it now for St. Vincent. Let's see what happens. Daniel steps, goes up with a shot, does not convert. Fredericks rebounds and makes it 40. 40, St. Lucia 41, St. Vincent 40, center pass St. Lucia. Intercepted, partially intercepted, but John recovered from St. Lucia. John has it, finds Felix to Bernadette Joseph. Bernadette Joseph back out to John. John looks around to Bernadette Joseph, trying to get to Snyder. Snyder collects. It's against, I make it against a goal defense for St. Vincent. Let's see who's going to take it. Bernadette Joseph gets it. She looks and finds Maxwell out of the circle. Maxwell to Felix. Felix bounce passes him to Snyder. Snyder goes up with a shot. It's not good. It's against Matthew. It's against Maxwell. St. Vincent and the Grenadines has a chance to equalize. It's with Charles. Charles gets it. Good work by Snyder, but recovering was Antoine, and that's Josie and Antoine. It's with Daniel. Finding Delplesh. Delplesh finds Frederick. Frederick goes up. It's 41 all. Oh no! No goal! No goal! No goal! No goal!
How come?
Oh my word! Footwork! Footwork! Is the call on Frederick. Footwork, she was called for stepping. It's St. Lucia. St. Lucia with it. It's Bernadette Joseph trying to get in. My word. Listen, it's just enthralling here. St. Vincent and Grenadines making some simple errors at the wrong time so far, Justin, when it was a chance to equalize.
And the same thing happened last evening, Roxel. Same thing happened last evening.
Well, can they capitalize now? It's with Delplesh. Delplesh trying to find Deschamps. It goes to, it's against Maturin. Frederick goes up, and it's 41 all. 41! St. Vincent sent the pass. Daniel has it. She looks and finds Deschamps. Deschamps into Delplesh. Delplesh looking, and it comes off of two players. Alcide gets it. Well, it's going to be against the center. It's for St. Lucia. Maturin looks and find Alcide. Alcide trying to find Bernadette Joseph. She does. Joseph finds Maxwell. Maxwell back to Joseph. Into Maxwell again. It's a penalty pass for St. Lucia. Joseph looking, finding Felix. It's an infringement against St. Lucia. Snyder trying to get that one over to Maxwell. It's against St. Vincent. Maxwell goes up with a penalty shot and takes back the lead. 42-41. St. Lucia 42. St. Vincent 41. It's a St. Lucia center pass. Snyder finds John. John to Felix. Felix looks around. She is impeded. And it's going to be a serious tight end here. It's with Bernard Joseph. Bernard Joseph to Snyder. Gets a good bounce pass into Maxwell. It goes out of touch, is it? But it's Alcide who collects. And to Felix. Felix to Bernard Joseph. Back to Felix. Good work by. Good interception. Good interception by my maker Delplash. St. Vincent coming away with it. It's Deschamps trying to find Delplash. Delplash does good work. She goes across to Daniel. Daniel yes. Over to Deschamps. Deschamps into Patrick. She goes up. Goal! 42. Center pass. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Delplash to Daniel. Daniel. Patrick. My word! No, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. She was out of court, and it's out of court. Oh my Lord!
Time is going to call. Time is going to call. It's going to be called. It's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw.
It's not tied
up. All tied up. Russell, all tied up. All tied up here in this final encounter. And what did we say?
I am lost for words, Justin.
Russell, what did we say?
I am lost for words.
We told our listeners from the first evening that this was going to be a very enthralling contest, and coming down to the end, ECCB, you guys must be very proud of this, the first edition of the International OECS Netball Series, and hey, it happened in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Justin, guess what? There was nothing left out here. These two teams left nothing. They left nothing. And guess what? The public has gotten everything. They've gotten all sorts of games. We have a 42-42 tie in a wonderful end, a marvelous end to our coverage, a marvelous end to this tournament. And trust me, this is just awesome. This offers well for netball in the OECS. I am going to get Maxwell. We need to get Maxwell because he has been really good for the St. Lucia team. And then I'll get somebody from the St. Vincent team thereafter.
This is a wonderful feeling for netball. And I'm sure personally, hey, nice radio. What is it, nice radio? Can I get the top award in St. Vincent and the Grenadines?
I am here with the captain of the St. Lucia team. Shem, good evening. My name is Roxal John. I'm sure you know me by now. All week we've been here. You have been an awesome driving force for your team. Your movement, your activity, your power, your command, and your shooting. I don't think I've had a report without your name. How does it feel this evening to actually come back from a 3-goal loss, which was very close, to tie up with the host and, well, the eventual winners of the tournament?
I think my team feels a bit fabulous, even if we didn't come out victorious at the ending. But I think all in all, we gave it a good fight, and we were able to match up with St. Vincent tonight, and I think it was a great effort from my team.
Where did you find this energy? You played last evening, you played this morning, and the first 3 quarters tonight seemed as if you were just here for the first day. Where was the energy? Where did you get the energy from?
I'm not sure where it came from, but I guess I had sufficient rest for the day. Even if we played last night and this morning, I feel my girls were really wanted to win this game tonight, but all in all, it wasn't for us, but then the tie, will still accept the tie.
We've been looking at your team. Bernadette Joseph, she came in the last few games and has had an awesome contribution to the team. Tonight, I think it's been the best game for Mathurin. She really stepped up in the defensive third. What are these players going back to after this for St. Lucia?
Okay, for Mathurin. Mathurin is one of our senior players, and I expected that from her, even if in the beginning she wasn't all into it. But tonight's game, she was fabulous, and I have to congratulate her for that. Burnett Burnett is one of our young players, newly on the team. She's a baby as well, but she has been at Windward Island and under 23 and under 16, so she has a little experience going up to represent St. Lucia. But tonight she was fabulous, and I have to amend them for that.
I was told that St. Lucia has 2 16-year-olds, a 17-year-old, 2 18-year-olds. Could you enlighten us on the names of those athletes?
Yes, the 16-year-old, that's Desha Eugene. She was one of our good shooters at under 16.
I'm sorry, 16-year-old Desha Eugene is a 16-year-old. Your goal shooter is Justin Douglas. Desha Eugene, who goes shoot, the goal shooter for St. Lucia, almost the entirety of this tournament, is 16 years old.
This is positive news for the Caribbean Netball Association. A very positive news indeed.
I had to stop the interview at that point because I could not believe that Desha is 16. Give us the other names, Maxwell.
Yes, we have Raquel John. She's one of our great defenders from under 16. She's 15 years old indeed. And we have Burnett, the center. She's 17. So they are pretty young. We have Kiana. Kiana is 18 years old. So in all, we are just like 3 senior players coming in with the younger ones. So probably when we leave next year or any other tournament, then they will come in to build our team.
You're talking about leaving on this performance and this. I don't think it's time yet, Maxwell. I can't see you leaving just yet.
Yeah, well, indeed. Probably I need a break from all of that. I've been here for ample years and probably I need a break from it.
Well, we have been blessed to have your team. We from game 2, I was of the opinion that you can do really, really well in the tournament. You have done such. We want to congratulate you on your performance tonight. You have given the Vincentian public and everybody who are taking our stream live on Facebook and all the other platforms and our radio coverage. You have given them a thrill tonight. We've ended the tournament in a wonderful, wonderful way, and we want to congratulate you and your team.
Thank you, and I also want to say big up to my fans back home. I know they're listening and they're watching as well, and thanks to all the supporters who are here supporting St. Lucia. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, Justin, you have a question?
No, not necessarily. What we want to tell our listeners is that St. Vincent, they won the inaugural International OECS Netball Series. That's what we need to tell the people.
Yes, that's for sure. And we did say that since about 2 days back, because there were no other team who could have gotten to 12 points. When St. Vincent played Dominica the night of all the rain, St. Vincent were actually getting close to that point. When St. Vincent won game 6, when we won game 6, which was yesterday morning, they had secured the championship. So that means St. Vincent and the competition on 12 points. 12 points. Grenada and St. Lucia would be tied on second. No, let me correct myself. St. Vincent 12 first. Grenada would be second on 11 points. St. Lucia third on 10 points. And then we have Dominica and Antigua and Barbuda on 4 points each.
Oh, yes. And Roxal, listen, this is the end of the competition. We are going to be missing something here next week. Persons are going to be waking up Monday morning. Where's Nice Radio? They're going to be hearing Dougie. They're not going to be hearing Roxal and Justin.
Well, this is how it is. Justin, we were talking about outstanding players. I've made a small list. For this, depending on how the awards are made, for the center court players, my small list of outstanding center court players are Roxanne Snyder from St. Lucia, Narissa Del Plasha from St. Vincent, Denise Cameron from Grenada, and Shanique Dishong from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
That's your center court players?
Yes, for mid-court players. Mid-court players.
Same thing, but what about the Dominican girl, Powell?
Powell, I think Powell is still establishing herself. She did well, great. But in my perception, I think these other 4 were pretty much more outstanding.
All right. Well, we got to go with that. We got to do with that.
Okay, shooters. For the shooters, there is no question. It must be of three. It must be either Shem Maxwell from St. Lucia, Letitia Cato from Grenada, or Marianne Frederick, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Of course. I go along with those three.
Defenders. For defenders, I have a list of 4. Judy Maturin. You saw her tonight stepping really up to the plate for St. Lucia. Judy Maturin from St. Lucia. I have Shakira Collymore from Grenada. Shakira Collymore from Grenada. I also have from Grenada Shakira Fortune. Grenada, Shakira Fortune. And I have Kewana Charles, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Well, Roxelle, of course, we being the commentary team and the lead media house out of St. Vincent, we got to provide the netball fraternity with the perception, the impression that we have had for the entire 1 week of competition. Hey, it has been great. It has been gripping.
So depending on those individual awards, my small list for MVP of the tournament would include Cato from Grenada, Fredericks from St. Vincent, Maxwell from St. Lucia, and Charles from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's my small list. I could be wrong, but let's see how the awards go. Presented later.
So Roxelle, let's remind our listeners, this is it's not over yet. The ECCB OECS International Netball Series live right here on Nice Radio, and we are just waiting for a number of we're just waiting for we want to go to a commercial break, but we seem to be a little bit delayed on that, and let's hope we can continue to give more persons.
CK Grace and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% Vincent supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one, CK Grace and Company, and we are Vincent Shines, a supermarket for you and me.
Looking for sporting gear for all sports? Well, there's only one place to shop. ComSport. ComSport supplies gear for cricket, soccer, netball, table and lawn tennis, track and field, and more. ComSport provides brand name soccer shoes, socks, shin guards, balls, slippers, goalkeeper gloves, and many more accessories. Plus uniforms, complete with tops, shorts, socks, and numbers. Also in stock, cricket gear, balls, pads, shoes with spikes, batting gloves, netball shoes, balls, and bibs. And to top it off, ComSport has introduced a new line of trophies for all events. It's located in the Computech building on the second floor, opposite the financial complex on Bay Street, Kingstown. For more information, call 456-2691. That's 456-2691. ComSport.
For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum. Boost up your day, get some energy. With your home, the extract and the honey goes with. Feel the drum is for woman, feel the drum is for man. With the blend of vitamins to make you strong. But Village Rum is not for lambs. No. For that energy boost drink, feel the drum. Gives you stamina, feel the drum.
Village Ram, not for lambs.
Enjoy KFC's finger-licking good chicken every day with freshly made breakfast served from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. as low as $5.05. Also, take advantage of our daily value menu deals starting at $5.05 and family feast meal deals for the entire family. Don't miss out on our crazy daily promotions. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at KFC St. Vincent to keep in the know. Can't make it to our restaurant? Call us for delivery. Kingstown 485-6555, Arnosville 456-4122. KFC, it's finger licking good.
EC Polymer Notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger. Cleaner. EC Polymer Notes are cleaner and more hygienic because they're resistant to dirt, moisture, water, and other liquids. Safer. EC Polymer Notes have advanced security features which make them more difficult to counterfeit. Stronger. Polymer Notes last at least 3 times longer than paper notes.
EC Polymer Notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger.
Spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by getting.
I don't walk around, because when I want
to poverty, you got to save until it hurts, and you will surely see. Geku will always be there for you and me. So don't spend all your money, save some. For a rainy day, yes, save some. Save it down by Geku, run come. Everybody knows we #1. So let we join Geku.
Well, Justin Douglas, are you with me? I think we need to relook our opinion just now as it relates to the competition, Justin. I was just tallying up the points as it relates to the wins, losses, and this tie game. We did not take into account this tie game. Justin, are you with me? Justin Douglas, are you with me there? If I want you to try and follow me along here now. Justin, are you here? I want you to try and follow me. Are you on air? I don't think he is. But I'm gonna just give you a different view of the point standings. So we may have just misled you, but let me make sure we get it clear for you. St. Vincent won six games, which gives them 12 points. They just tied one. They got at 13 points, and they lost one. Grenada won 6 games, 12 points. There was the game that was abandoned, which is 13, and they lost to St. Vincent. So they are also on 13 points. Now, the deciding factor would be goal difference. And from my estimation, from the estimation of a very good statistician, the goal difference right now favors Grenada. So, how are we saying it? I'm stunned, to be honest. I'm stunned that I made just this little simple and big error. I'm sorry. I know broadcasts have been followed worldwide, and we have to definitely say we did make an error. And I think at this point in time, we are conceding that we made an error as it relates to the final standings. We're gonna wait on the officials who are gonna give the final words. We're gonna wait on the officials, but that's the view. So after revisiting the points as it relates to the competition, we are here awaiting the organizing committee to get the trophies and awards and everything together for the presentation. We could probably take in some music or go back to master control until that time.
Everybody a push. Higher with a bacon. This was my cause response. These people bloody hell crazy. They bloody hell mad. Oh Lord, they bloody hell crazy. They bloody hell mad. These people bloody hell crazy. They bloody hell mad. These people bloody hell crazy. They bloody hell mad. Walk down the gate. Yeah, mate, with defense. Yeah, mate, has no sense. Yeah, mate, get intense. Yeah, mate.
they're bloody hell crazy. They're bloody hell mad. These people bloody hell crazy. They're bloody hell mad. These people bloody hell crazy. They're bloody hell mad. Oh Lord, they're bloody hell crazy. They're bloody hell mad. These people bloody hell crazy. They're bloody hell mad. And these people bloody hell crazy. They're bloody hell mad. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Bloody hell crazy. Bloody hell mad. Bloody hell crazy. Bloody hell mad.
I want to express it. Let me ask you a question. Can I say what I want to say? I want to say what I want to say. Can I say what I want to say? I really want to say it. People don't know you, but they won't judge you. They talking about you. Must be something about you. Smile in your face and talking you bad and making up things that far from the facts. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? Talking about me. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me, off of me, off of me, off of me, off of me. Keep on talking, yo capale, vale, 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 vale. Yo vale, 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 vale. You think it easy? They bad mind and envy. Take a walk in my shoes. Then let me hear you. They play insane and talking you bad and talk go bring talk that far from the facts. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? Talking about me. I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't judge me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes on me. Off of me, off of me, off of me, off of me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, 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 vale. Hear me talk. Yo vale, 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 vale. Keep on talking. Can I say what I want to say? I want to say what I want to say. Can I say what I want to say? I really want to say it. At the back of your mind, you want to say this sometimes. Let me say what I want to say. I really want to say it. I'm begging you, please don't judge me. God to put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Off me. Off of me. Off of me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, 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 vale. Yo vale, 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 vale. Check.
No confusion. No
Check.
want to put me on Facebook, Instagram. They making a statement right down on the pavement. Plus allegations. Like I is the side man. I hear them start shouting. In front me face they talking. What is yours is mine. All away. And if she kill go I don't mind. It's all away. And when she come out to lie, oh lie, it's all away. In the end is waiting. I didn't know that. In the end is waiting. I didn't know that. In the end is waiting. This is the bacchanal. That is the one we both. This is the people place. Woman, let go me hand. Don't use this carnival. Leave me, let me play myself. I say I come out to jump. But they shouting, what is yours is mine. All away. And if she kill go I don't mind. It's all away. And when she come out to lie, oh lie, it's all away. In the end is waiting. I didn't know that. In the end is waiting. I didn't know that. In the end is waiting. In the end is waiting. In the end is waiting. It's uptown party with a downtown vibe. From we reach by the gate, we party. We don't start the party. It's pure canal, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe. It's the same canal, same pretty girl, same on the way, same as beer, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe. Nobody now anti-social. No party happening, no normal. No behavior, informal. Plenty girl, private and rental. Vibes just flow from ceiling to floor and everybody on the dance floor and rock and come in. Get with the program. Right now we spending about 10 grand. Reach by the gate, we party. We don't start the party. It's pure canal, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe. It's the same canal, same pretty girl, same on the wave, same is beard, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe, and we shouting dan 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 day, dan 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 day, dan 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 day, dan 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 day, dan 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 boy. Nobody not depend on bad vibes. Everybody holding a good vibes. Energy up from outside to inside. Post a one ya on your timeline. Plenty drinks by the bar and one gas in a me car and round the clock. No one a shot. And so we do it anytime we touch a road. And we reach by the gate, we party. We don't start the party. It's pure canal, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe. It's the same canal, same pretty girl, same on the wave, same misbehave, and it's uptown party. Oh, with a downtown vibe.
St. Vincent Containers proudly into quality bathroom tissue. Vertis, Lilies, Midushi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM and international standards. Tested and
full match netball action that we had. We are going to begin our presentation ceremony in just a moment. We're getting everything organized. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting the teams here tonight. And while we're getting organized, we're going to call two young guys to give us some entertainment. So I want you to welcome them. Two young guys from Arnos, Vale, not too far. They go by the name of Dose Up and Lyrical Deadly. Welcome the young boys.
Well. Good night, everybody. Yeah.
Big up to all who come out and support the OECS Netball Federation.
Yeah, big up to everybody
who come and support the thing
tonight.
Yeah. This is Dose Up and Deadly. And we just come through for place with a little vibes. We're going to start with Bay Vibes. As soon as the DJ ready up there.
Me buck up in a real bad gal. Me buck up in a real bad gal. A real bad gal. I went to take a walk, but I end up in a party. I did not bring me girl, but I must get a shotty. I went to buy a rum, take a shot past us to start me. As I done, shot the rum, hear me friend, them just a call me. Watch ya, watch that gal, yeah. Why with no behavior, walking like a slaver. Watch ya, watch that gal, yeah. Why with no behavior, waistline look like danger. Hoy, that gal ya just a gone bad. Hoy, the way she whine she damn bad. Hoy, it's when she smash she done bad. She parents say she born bad. That gal ya just a gone bad. When you touch one your gal, shot two rum gal, wine Panaman gal, hall if a gal man. When you touch one your gal, shot two rum gal, wine Panaman gal. Alpha gal man, this gal cannot wait for carnival. Ready up to get and bad, winding up like oh my god. Soca it just get she mad. Wondering if she could jump, if she could, oh my god. Wondering if I could hop, if I could, oh my god. Watch them gal ya. Why wait no behavior, walking like a slaver. Watch them gal ya. Why wait no behavior, waistline look like danger. Hoy, that gal just a gone bad. Hoy, the way she whine she damn bad. Hoy, it's when she smash she done bad. She parents say she born bad. That gal just a gone bad. When you touch one your gal, shot two rum gal, wine Panaman gal get on bad. Hall if a gal man. When you touch one your gal, shot two rum gal, wine Panaman gal. Hall if a gal man, waistline look like danger. So I go get my friend we tag and walk that gal ya. I drink a rum and chaser, I burn in. So when I hold that gal ya, I go in and give she pressure and I get with the hammer. Watch them gal ya. Why wait no behavior, walking like a slaver. Watch ya. Why wait no behavior.
Do we do some vibes now?
Hey, girl, you're born for this.
Dominic in the house?
Eddie Vincent in the house?
Grenada there?
St. Lucian in the house?
Vibes now? Vibes. My people, time's hard, but we still a strive. Cause my people are plenty vibes. Blackout style of Riverside, yeah, my people are plenty vibes. One bread, but it's plenty size. Cause my people are plenty vibes. Hands in the air now, unite and show them how we have. Bay vibes, it's plenty vibes. Show them your colors, plenty vibes. Jumping together, plenty vibes. Corner to corner, well, Bay vibes, plenty vibes. Proper eyes, more than nice. Can't I say this life? Well, I tell you, no time for no seclo. DJ up in the level, soca pumping like heavy metal. Girl, them a wine and steam like a kettle. Party shot member, I did bet you. Wine and spread out, girl, I ruling so make you. No shy when soca take you. Oh, mash it up your soul. Cause you don't know we bad so. No bad energy in the family, all of that getting trampled. Look at who Mako, a drinking out of the bottle. Love how them girl ya bubble, bust me bell buckle, party in trouble. Time's hard, but we still outside. My people are plenty vibes. Blackout style of Riverside. Woo! Dash it up. Yeah, big up to everybody here tonight. We say love and unity and we love soca. If you love soca,
my girl, you're born for this. Hey, girl, you're born for this. Born for this. This guy, she born in a fit. Born in a fit. This guy, she born in a fit. Hey, born in a fit. Chris, who in a party? Born in a fit. This guy, she born in a fit. Born in a, girl, you're the man taker. You is a go-getter. And if you take a girl, man, it's cause you wine better. And if she ever do it good, girl, you can do it better. Cause girl, you ever set the pace, cause you a trendsetter. Some girl are alligator, them rougher than weather. Your skin smooth, it must a cocoa butter. It's cause she born in a fit. Born in a fit. It's cause she born in a fit. Hey, born in a fit. Chris who in a party, born in a fit. It's got she born in a fit. Born in a fit. Oh, bad gal, cock up on a man gal. Bad in a fit and you're not afraid of no one gal. Oh, bad gal, cock up on a man gal. What's a bad wife?